So, another day, another story, another chica. Once again, I am Goddess Marites and I am the Goddess of Chica. So, today we're going to talk about Theseus. So, what are we waiting for? Let's start. So, Acus, amidst of having two wives, was still childless. So anxiously, he headed off to Phthia to learn if he will be able to produce a heir. The night Theseus was conceived. But it was very controversial since Athena, Theseus' mother, first slept with Aegeus followed by Poseidon, which makes it hard for them to see who is the real father of Theseus. So, growing up, it was very hard to recognize or determine whether he is really the son of Aegeus or he is the son of Poseidon, the goddess of the sea. So, growing up, Theseus was shining compared to his other peers. When Iphyra decided to left Athens, Argus gave her a pair of sandals under a great rock and told her that if he bore a child and he is capable of lifting this rock, he tells her to send him to Athens. Theseus, being a unique child, he managed to lift the rock with no hassle and venture his way to Athens. So instead of traveling by the sea, he won't settle for something so ordinary. So Theseus wanted to form a reputation before reaching Athens. With that, he traveled by land where he met different kind of villains. So when the moment he has come and reached the Athens, he already formed a heroic reputation. So he is already a big person who slay villains in his way to Athens. So when he reached Athens, because he chooses to travel by land, the king failed to recognize him. Threatened by his popularity, the king sent Theseus to capture the Marathonian bull. So Theseus was able to familiarize the bull, which allows him to kill it and give it to Apollo. Medea, the king's wife, couldn't believe that Theseus captured the bull. So Medea during the time was aware that Theseus was the son of the king. So she was very eager to kill the next person or the heir of the king. So he assorted to a plan B, which is killing Theseus by a poison. But even before he touches the poison, the king Aegeus recognized the sandals and the swords, which reason why Jesus was not killed by the poison. Upon knowing that, Medea was sent out from Athens. So, not long after Theseus returned to Athens, the king had to send a tribute to Minos, the king of Crete. It's a compensation for the death of the king's son. So Athens has to send 14 noblest men and women to Crete. And the righteous Theseus hated the idea of sending these innocent young Athenians. So he volunteered to go to Crete. There he met Ariadne, who fell in love with him the moment she laid her eyes to Theseus. Scared of him not being able to go out in the labyrinth, Ariadne begs Daedalus, an architect who created the labyrinth, to tell Theseus the secret pathway to labyrinth. So, when Theseus was there and faced the Minotaur was killed by Theseus, and after that, he followed the thread given by Daedalus to went back safely. So after that, Theseus married Ariadne, but it did not last long. So before leaving for Crete, uh, the marriage was there was a lot of theory why um Ariadne and Theseus did not last long. But before leaving for Crete, he told his father that he would change his ship to black, from black to white, if he survived. But because of that, I think many theories says that Theseus was heartbroken, or he was very not on his right mind during that time. Reason why he forgot to change it, and that reason alone caused Aegeus, his father, kill himself. So now when Theseus returned to Athens, Theseus became the new king of Athens. His list of achievements is rather lengthy. One of his best achievements as a king is the successful unification of Attica under Athens. After the expeditions against Amazon, Theseus has a son, Hippolytus. But that was Hippolytus was dragged to death because Dephemon, a daughter of Ariadne's sister, says that he tried to rape her, which angered the righteous Theseus. So, during his time, he found a friend, Perithous. So they while sharing achievements, they became closer. So together with the king of Lapins, Pytherus, they tried to abduct the wife of Hades, Persephone, which failed. Reason why they were stuck in the underworld. Theseus managed to return to the real world but figured out that Athens has its new ruler. So he flew to Cyrus and seek refuge, not knowing that the king, Lycomedes, is also partner of Menelaus, which is a new king of Athens. So not week after, he violently pushed Theseus to his death. So that's how Theseus' life ended. His life is full of adventure, and until the end, he was kind of reckless. That's why he was killed. But thinking about all the adventure he had, he was quite an adventure. He managed to do a lot of things, good deeds, to help to have him a good reputation among all people who knows him. So that's all